You ever been on a flight where everything just goes wrong? I mean, not turbulence or bad food, something real, something that makes your blood boil and your heart race all at once. That's what happened on Horizon Air Flight 312, and let me tell you, it's a story that still gives me chills. It started with a single moment, a crack like thunder in the first-class cabin, when a flight attendant named Carla smacked a woman named Lena Harris, smacked her right across the face, blood dripping down onto her baby's tiny onesie. That baby, little Maya, let out a wail so raw it froze everyone mid-scroll, phones halfway to their faces, not sure if they were witnessing a fight or history unfolding. Let's rewind a bit. About 20 minutes before that slap turned a routine flight from Denver to Chicago into a viral storm. Lena Harris, black, mid-30s, with this quiet strength that you don't notice until it hits you, was boarding at gate C14. She had Maya, her 6-month-old, nestled against her shoulder, sleeping like only babies can, tiny fingers wrapped around Lena's thumb. She's dressed simple gray sweatshirt, faded jeans, clean white kicks, nothing screaming money or status, but there's this electricity about her, like she's carrying a secret bigger than the plane itself. The first-class cabin smells like leather and entitlement, and as Lena steps in, you can feel the air shift. Carla, the flight attendant, locks eyes with her, and that fake smile she's got plastered on, it drops faster than a bad Wi-Fi connection. You know that look, the one that sizes you up, judges you, decides you don't belong before you even open your mouth. "Excuse me, ma'am," Carla says, her voice all syrupy venom. Economy boards through the back. This is first class. She's pointing toward the rear like she's shooing a stray dog. Lena doesn't flinch, just reaches into her pocket with this slow, deliberate grace, pulling out two things that change the game. First, a boarding pass with that gold-embossed first-class logo. Second, a card so sleek and black it looks like it eats light. Horizon Air's Elite Founders card, one of maybe 10 in existence, reserved for people who don't just fly the airline, they practically own it. Carla's eyes narrow. This has to be fake, she sputters, flipping the card over like it's gonna confess to being a knockoff. I've never seen one of these before. And she hasn't, because people like Lena dress like they just walked out of a Target clearance aisle aren't supposed to have that kind of power, right? Lena's voice, when she finally speaks, is low, steady, like a storm gathering on the horizon. "Check your system. I'm in 1A. She moves past Carla, settling into her seat with Maya, who's still sleeping, oblivious to the tension. But Carla's not done. "Ma'am, you need to move until we verify," she snaps, loud enough to make heads turn. Passengers are craning their necks now, smelling drama like sharks smell blood. Lena doesn't budge. "I'm not going anywhere," she says, her fingers dancing across her phone, sending a text that's about to blow this whole thing wide open. In the galley, another flight attendant, Mike, winces. He's seen Carla pull this before, always the same script, always targeting someone who doesn't look first class, always getting away with it. He mutters under his breath, "Carla, maybe just check the card," but she shuts him down with a glare that could curdle milk. "They only give those cards to board members, Mike. Don't be dumb." Meanwhile, a kid in 3B, Ellie, a 21-year-old journalism major from Northwestern, has her phone up, TikTok live streaming the whole thing. "Yo, this flight attendant's giving major Karen energy," she whispers to her 500 viewers, which jumps to 800 in seconds. Comments flood in. "Film it all. What airline is this?" "Typical." Carla's voice gets louder, sharper. "Security to gate C14. Non-compliant passenger." She's in her element now, playing the gatekeeper, confident she's untouchable. But Lena? She's calm, too calm, like the eye of a hurricane. She hits FaceTime on her phone, and when the call connects, the cabin feels like it's holding its breath. The face on the screen is James Harris, Lena's husband, and if you know Horizon Air, you know that name. He's not just a board member. He's the guy who could buy the whole damn airline if he felt like it. "Lena, you okay?" he asks, his voice slicing through the cabin noise like a knife. "I got the alert." Carla freezes, her hand still raised like she's about to call security again. The blood drains from her face so fast you'd think she's seen a ghost. Ellie's stream explodes too, 000 viewers, then 5,000. "Oh my God, she's FaceTiming the CEO," she hisses, her phone shaking. Captain Tom Reynolds steps out of the cockpit, all four stripes and swagger, thinking he's about to restore order. "What's the issue here, Carla?" he asks. But before she can answer, James' voice cuts in, cold as ice. "Captain Reynolds, employee ID 39281, 20 years flying, 2 safety awards, and apparently no clue your flight attendant just assaulted my wife." The words "my wife" hit like a grenade. Carla's mouth opens, closes, opens again, but nothing comes out. Ellie's stream is at 15,000 now, comments screaming, "This is wild. Get her." Mike drops a coffee mug in the galley, the shatter echoing like the sound of Carla's career breaking apart. James keeps going. "Check the cabin cameras, Tom. Seat 1A, last 10 minutes. Do it now." Tom fumbles with his tablet, and there it is footage of Carla's hand swinging, Lena's head snapping back, Maya's cries piercing the air. It's undeniable, and everyone knows it. Lena finally speaks, her voice like a blade wrapped in velvet. "You thought I didn't belong, didn't you? Thought I was just some nobody you could push around. That's what you counted on." The cabin's dead silent now, except for Maya's soft whimpers. A woman in 2C, an older black lady named Ruth, stands up, voice trembling but firm. "She did the same to me last year, accused me of stealing my own purse, said my ID looked fake." A guy in 4A, Javier, chimes in. "She made me prove my seat 3 times last month, said I looked like I was sneaking into first class." The stories pile up, each one a crack in the facade Carla's been hiding behind for years. James' voice comes back, colder now. "Carla, you're fired. Tom, you're off this plane. Security's on their way." And just like that, a federal air marshal, Agent Daniels, steps up from row 6, badge gleaming. "Carla Thompson, Tom Reynolds, you're under arrest, assault, civil rights violations, the works." Handcuffs click, and Carla's bravado collapses. "I have kids," she pleads, but Lena's not having it. "So did every person you humiliated, every family you made feel small. Where was your sympathy then?" The cabin erupts in applause, not the polite kind, but raw, real, like people who've been holding their breath for years. Ellie's stream hits 100,000 viewers, and Horizon stock is tanking 10% in 20 minutes, $1 billion gone. Lena stands, Maya calm now, and looks around. "This isn't about one flight," she says, her voice carrying the weight of 1,000 fights. "It's about every time someone was told they didn't belong, every time a complaint was buried." That ends today. Fast forward a year, and Horizon airs a different beast. Body cameras on every crew member, passenger rights posters everywhere. Complaints down 70% because discrimination's too expensive now. Lena's foundation, the Harris Alliance, pushed through the Air Travel Equity Act cameras, fines, independent reviews, the whole deal. Ellie's app, FlyFair, has 2 million users, documenting every shady moment in travel. Carla's in prison, 18 months for assault. Tom's teaching ethics now, telling pilots worldwide how he lost everything by looking the other way. Mike, he's running Horizon's diversity training. His old recordings a reminder of what silence costs. And Lena? She's back on flight 312, same gate, same seat, with Maya pointing at clouds like nothing ever happened. The new flight attendant, Carlos, serves her water with a smile, no different from how he treats the guy in 2A or the couple in 3C. It's small, but it's everything a black woman treated like she belongs, no questions asked. Out the window, the world stretches wide, and somewhere down there, someone's boarding a plane, phone ready, knowing the watchers are watching, and justice has wings. So what do you think? Was Lena a hero, or did she set a trap? Was Carla a villain, or a product of a broken system? Drop a comment. Tell me your take, because this story, it's not just about one flight. It's about what happens when we stop staying silent. Share this if you've ever felt like you didn't belong, and let's talk about what's next.